American Bait Works presents the 2025 Snag Proof Open. No way.
That's the beauty of that zoo kick. You can skip it under docks like I just did right there. Fish that other side. I can't get through to that other side, but I can go under that dock.
All right, guys, this is just becoming old hat for you guys. We'll just call it the Mark and Juan tournament. We'll see you guys all here the next week, the first weekend of August next year. And so you guys are getting pretty good at this.
We're learning.
We're learning. Yeah. So when you guys get good at this, these guys are really in trouble. So I'll tell you what, these are two of the greatest guys, two of the greatest fishermen on this river right here. Talk about guys that understand where to be when they need to be there, fishing at the right tempos. They make the adjustments that they need to, and you get the bites and you keep them on. So tell me a little bit about how it went, how many fish you caught, and all that kind of stuff.
We caught several fish this weekend. We practiced on Friday. We thought we had a spot to go to. And Saturday, we started that way, but we hit a couple spots on the way there. And within the hour, we had like 9.5, almost 10 pounds. So we didn't even make it south. We just stood around here, jumping back and forth, and ended up with the 10.5 pounds there. And today, we just ran the basically same waters. And, you know, like you say, timing, right? We pulled up on a mat this morning. I had one blow up on it and missed her, and she wouldn't come back. And Juan says, hey, don't worry about it, we'll get her on the way back. Sure enough, we got her on the way back.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's good stuff. You know, you got to listen to what these guys are saying. If there was a closure of the North Delta, of the South Delta, of the West Delta, these two guys would fit, even though they didn't practice in the East Delta, they would finish in the top 5, top 10. If they kept them on, they finish in the top 5. If they lose a couple of them, they finish in the top 10. It's because they know what they're doing. They understand what water levels are. They understand their tides. So it's, you know, like we're talking about up here. It's not a luck thing when you start to do it the way as consistently as these guys do. It's an understanding thing. So tell them a little bit about how they can understand this better.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the fish we caught this week, they were on flats. Obviously, they've been spraying a lot of the grass, so everything south, little, it's been sprayed. There's hardly any grass, but there's still a little bit kind of spatter stuff. You can go look for it. The tide played out right yesterday. We stopped. We were, like Mark said, we were going south. We were going to go battle it out with everybody else down there in the duckweed. Yep. And I told him, I was like, let's just hit one spot before, because we didn't want to wait for boats to be jumping over or whatever. We hit one spot, we caught a 3.5 pounder. I was like, all right. And I was like, we need to hit one more spot, which was a redleaf patch. And it didn't pan out, but on the point around the corner, we caught one almost 5.
Okay.
So now we got 2.
Let me stop you over. When was the last time you hit that red leaf patch? When was the last time that you hit that spot where you caught that 5-pounder?
We hit it last tournament. I think that golden mussel one. We knew it was there, and as long as it's set up right, I knew we could get a bite out of it. So we hit it, but we didn't catch one out of there. And then we went around the corner on the point, had a little primrose with some cheese on it, and I get that one almost 5. So now we got 2 good ones, and I shoot across the channel, and I get a 13 inches. So now we got 3. So we're like, we don't need to go that way. Now the plan just changed.
Yes.
We're gonna stay in here, fish main Thule points with current, and we just need this guy here.
Right.
And we never got it, but we survived for day 1, right? We were sitting good. This morning, we stopped at another redleaf patch where I saw in the afternoon we hit it and we caught a little guy out of there. I told Mark, I was like, let's just hit that thing real quick. Well, maybe we'll get one quick one in there. It's just on the way. We stopped and we get like a 2.5 pounder out of there with my second cast. I was like, all right, well, that's a decent one. And then we run out, we start going down, we hit that red leaf patch where we hit yesterday. He gets bitten. It's a nice one. He misses it and just flies out. He's like, I didn't hook it. And that's what I told him. I was like, all right, on the switch, we'll come back because we're going to do the loop. We'll come back and hit it.
That's awesome.
Well, we went, we caught a lot of small ones. I don't know, we already had 3 fish. We pull up on one spot and I throw my frog out there and a 8-pounder comes up and eats it. And I swung and I set her and I think she opened her mouth and just fled out and she's gone. We're pretty upset. He just had missed that one and I missed that one. And we're like, it was sad. And then we start running back once the tide switched. And then we hit the spot where he lost that one in the morning. And we rolled up in there and the red leaf's already out of water. And I'm like, just like, we missed it. It's gone. So I was like, let's just fish it anyways. And he ended up catching that big one.
That's awesome.
They come up and eat it.
That's
and
awesome.
He landed that. And then we had 45 minutes left and we came here in the track. And it was real windy, so we just kind of went in the 5 and fished one of the islands. And I caught like a 4.5 after that.
That's nice.
And that was it. Like, I mean, we had opportunities today.
Yep.
We didn't execute right, but it worked out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I hope everybody's listening here. What you did, and like what Austin talked about, what you just talked about, you're calling audibles during the day. And I would think that you guys, when you find an area, you fished the golden mussels last week, blah, blah, blah. You found some areas, you got a couple of spots, you got a couple of areas that you think you might be competitive. You guys don't pre-fish that stuff. You don't expose your baits to those fish unless it's game day. Period. Is that correct?
Yeah. You kind of know, like if you go practice, you already know you're going to catch one there. So you shouldn't practice that stuff. Like, if you go there every time you catch one, just leave it alone until game day. And then in game day, you just go hit all those spots. And
That's when it becomes this thing.
Yeah. And it only takes 3-4 casts and then you're off to the next one. And you're just moving.
That's great.
Until you hit. Once you hit,
That's excellent.
and then you kind of change your game plan as you go. So, yeah, it's all instant.
Good job.
So a little tip for you. Last year, we won it, and it was on the popping frog, right? Which Bobby sent us a couple, and thank you. That's all I used today, right? And so we started yesterday, and we're getting blow-ups, but they weren't eating it. They were just kind of blowing up on it and pushing it around. So we both had the same frog, and Juan was popping it, and for some reason, I just started twitching it. And I just walk it back to the boat real slow, and they started eating it at that point. So, little adjustments and try something different. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know what it's going to do. Juan.
That's a between the ears thing.
Absolutely. Juan caught one on the zoo dog.
I think.
We're like, I bought that thing yesterday morning and threw it in the boat, and we didn't use it all day yesterday. And then today, Juan's like, hey, where's that bait you bought yesterday? I'm gonna try it. And sure enough, caught 3.5 on that thing.
Awesome.
So yeah, the Snag Group comes out with these good baits, and you just got to get confidence in them and use them.
Yeah.
That's, man, that was just so cool. I hope everybody soaked that in because that was just great stuff. I know normally, you hustle through the awards and all that kind of stuff, and everybody's in their cars and driving home, all that stuff. Give me some education. You guys just did. I hope everybody just listened and appreciated what these guys, because these guys work really, really hard. And I know that's the best way to be super competitive out here is to have a partner that will work at the game, work at their craft as much as you do, put into it as much as you do, and then you're just looking at the results of when two guys work together towards the same goal. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for showing up, and thank you so much for sharing some of that knowledge. Thank you. You betcha.